Dozens more are injured, and this morning police are trying to determine whether a suicide bomber acted alone, had accomplices, or was part of a network. The explosion came just as that concert was ending, and you can hear it.
You do hear the thump there in the background and many screaming, not knowing what exactly took place. And this photo, now seen around the world, likely on the front page of your morning newspaper, a young woman, her clothes torn, her knee wrapped and bandaged, and that look on her face, just of awe, shock and awe right there. Just one of dozens of people injured.
And this whole thing happened in one of Britain's biggest cities, and a lot of that downtown area is still shut down or under tight security. And our coverage this morning begins with ABC's Molly Hunter live there in Manchester. Molly, good morning.
Good morning, Diane. That's right. This city, the morning after, everything is still shut down, totally on lockdown. Lots of police around, and Diane, lots of very scared young teenagers walking around.
It was chaos and confusion. Concert goers screaming and scrimped for the exits. People were screaming and crying. The Ariana Grande concert had just ended. The pop star safely off stage when a loud explosion rocked the arena. In this dash cam video, if you look to the left, you can see the flash, then hear the loud bang, causing pandemonium inside and outside the venue.
There's a lot of children were there without parents. There was no one to calm them down, so it was just screaming and crying and pushing.
When I got up and looked round, there was about 30 people scattered everywhere. Some of them looked dead.
The Manchester Arena is one of Britain's main concert and sports venues with more than 20,000 seats. Witnesses say the arena was packed with children and teenagers. Overnight, family and friends with missing loved ones flooded social media with notes and pictures pleading for any help. In London, British Prime Minister Theresa May is calling this an appalling terrorist attack, and this morning, police say they believe this was the work of a suicide bomber.
We believe the attacker was carrying an improvised explosive device which he detonated, causing this atrocity.
Now, this city is still an active crime scene. You can hear helicopters overhead as investigators try to figure out whether or not this suicide bomber acted alone. Diane, Candace.
And Molly, we can see the crime scene tape right behind you. What are investigators looking for at this point?
That's exactly right. So actually where it happened is just behind me. You can see this tape, which is likely to remain up all day. No one in, no one out, as investigators look for visual, chemical clues, review all that CCTV footage, talk to anyone, any eyewitnesses who may have seen something. But you can bet that any major events at this venue are going to be canceled in the near future. Diane?
Molly Hunter there on the scene of what might be the deadliest attack on Great Britain in more than a decade. Molly, thanks. Well, the president reacted to the attack moments ago during his visit to the Middle East.
He called the people responsible, quote, evil losers.
We stand in absolute solidarity with the people of the United Kingdom. So many young, beautiful, innocent people living and enjoying their lives murdered by evil losers.
And Ariana Grande was not hurt in the attack overnight. She actually issued a heartfelt apology to her fans.
She tweeted, "Broken from the bottom of my heart. I am so sorry. I don't have words." TMZ reports that the rest of her concert tour in Europe has been postponed.
And right now, U.S. Homeland Security says there's no evidence of credible threats against music venues here in the United States. However, Department of Homeland Security does warn that you might see some increased security in and around public places and events. The FBI says it will provide any assistance to Britain if requested.
And the sad part about this is, one of the sad parts about this incident seems to be a deliberate attack on the most vulnerable, children at a pop concert.
And joining us live, let's go to former FBI counterterrorism official and ABC contributor Steve Gomez. Steve, you think of Ariana Grande's fans and how young they tend to skew. Do you think that that was the motive here? Were they trying to target children?
Not necessarily children. They are looking for a target of opportunity. And what you have here is a large stadium, a lot of people going to attend this concert. They recognize that you're going to eventually have these people walking out of that stadium, and there's going to be a large crowd. And especially with the train station right there, right across from the stadium, there is going to be this period of time as people are walking out from the stadium to the train station where there is a target of opportunity if they want to try to kill a lot of people using a bomb, as appears to be the case here. They have that opportunity in front of them when they all come out. And that's what they did. They took advantage of that situation. The fact that it was young children, that's probably another plus in the terrorists' eyes, but I think it's the opportunity for this big venue, high-profile concert, and that's what they were looking at.
Absolutely, and that said, you say it's target of opportunity. There will be plenty of those in the summer ahead here in the U.S. with lots of big concerts, Madison Square Garden or Staples Center there in L.A. where you are. Is there really anything that can be done to stop something like this?
Well, law enforcement and the security officials that are covering these types of venues have to recognize that it's not just about screening the area